hey y'all, and welcome. It's the Ready to Love panel. It's your girl Treese, and we're gonna be missing nails today, but of course we got our other lovely co-host here.
Treese, where's your microphone?
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I forgot to move it. Thank you, girl. And obviously, look, if it ain't for you and Chanel, I would have been talking like that the whole time. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it. Happy Sunday, fun day. And yeah, y'all, we're missing nails this week, but she's with us in spirit. But again, we got the lovely Really BT reviews with us as well. Okay. So if you are not already liking and subscribing to both channels, please make sure that you do so. All right. And then
yes.
Okay, and then y'all, let's get into this, Ready to Love art edition. I feel like with the poetry, and it was giving Maya Angelou, it was giving a lot of things. But Kenya, good morning. Well, I should say good afternoon. I'm so off. I was waiting for this. Do you hear me? Hey, beautiful ladies. Hey.
Hey, Kenya boo.
All right, y'all. So yeah, let me go ahead and run this intro, and then when I come back, we're gonna get into this episode of Ready to Love.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it. Let's get shady. All right, y'all. So as you know, we start off this episode. Tommy has invited all the singles down to the block party. Okay. And so Kiara says that, she's obviously happy to see Jay. Clearly their connection is still going strong. Then we learned that apparently there's been a rift between Tay and Cisco after learning during a phone conversation that he doesn't have a car and he is currently renting a room.
Wait, you skipped. Wait a minute. Did I miss something? You skipped a lie. Did you skip a lie? Or did
I don't know. Did I miss something?
Did we?
Because it was
talk about that at the. They at the block party. Tommy got all of them there together. It's the first time that they've all been there together. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm not hearing it because you keep going in and out, and that might be me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Yeah, no, I definitely said that Tommy had invited them to the block party, and that basically, I mean, really, unless you got something else outside of that, to me, the meat and potatoes or the best part of that scene is when we get into the Tay and Cisco of it all. And
I just didn't realize that was right at the beginning of the episode. My bad. I felt like it was something before that. Okay, if that was
Tiffany said that's how it started off. Really,
okay, that's how it started. My bad. Okay, my bad, y'all. My bad.
Kenya said, "Is Jay attractive to anyone, or am I just picky?" Kenya, I think that he's not my cup of tea, but I could see how someone probably thinks that he's handsome.
Can I be honest with y'all? Can you put the pictures at the bottom? Because when I tell you, I still don't know these people.
Oh, okay. You know what? I forgot that I had pictures. Good job, Really B. Good job. So let's
I'm not even being funny, y'all. I still don't know these people.
That's Jay.
No, Jay does not. No, Jay. No, absolutely
not. So yeah, he does nothing for me. But I feel like people. I personally don't think Omar Epps is attractive, but some people do. So I'm sure he's somebody's cup of tea, right? Hey Don.
Oh yeah. Now, what we're not gonna do is put Jay in the same sentence as Omar Epps. Omar Epps is fine. That is different.
I think. Look. The people have said that's what they compared him to. I didn't. Look. I'm just saying the people out here compared him. I didn't say it. Yeah. So look, Tiffany said he isn't for her. Chef Don said, nah, he don't tickle me. Kenya said maybe his personality is good.
He said people. No, he said it. The people didn't say it. Jay said it.
Oh, he said, okay. I don't know. Look, I couldn't remember where it came from. But to your point, Kenya, he said that people think he looked like Omar Epps. So okay, let me bring up, since you don't remember, obviously we know Tay, which we know.
Trees, I'm gonna go out and come back in. I'm gonna go out and come back in because my connection is bad. It keeps freezing up or something. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Copy that. So yeah, y'all. So then, of course, we got Tay, which we love, and as I said, she's really going through it with Cisco, right? Because Cisco has let her know that, again, he doesn't have a car and he's renting a room, and apparently he had moved after his divorce or something like that. But even his mama won't let him stay with her. They don't see it for each other. So yeah, y'all, that's what's going on with Cisco. Now, I'd like to know from y'all in the chat. I don't know. I felt like they were trying to make Tay feel some type of way for basically starting to look a totally different direction. And I feel like that's the whole purpose of dating. And that's what she absolutely should do. I mean, I can sympathize. Everybody falls on hard times at a certain point, but I just don't understand why we about to make Tay feel bad because she has higher expectations and standards for herself. Am I wrong? Y'all let me know. Okay, here come Really B. She's back. And yes, that's what they say. He's unhoused. That's what they say. I don't know if you heard me, Really B, when you left, but basically I said I don't like the fact that I feel like they tried to make Tay feel bad because she's no longer interested in Cisco because of what he told her.
So here's how I feel about the Cisco situation.
Mm-hmm. Right, Quay.
I have a twofold opinion on it. I have a problem with him being on this show in his current situation. However, if I had met him at the bar or under like normal circumstances and he was going through something, I can see somebody saying, "Hey, we can work on this, but we need to take it slow because you have other things you need to process." Like I 100% understand how a man can get, and a woman too, but we'll talk about a man for right now. I 100% understand how a man can find himself in that situation after going through a really bad divorce. Like we have seen people go bankrupt in a divorce, right?
Right.
I can 100% understand. Wow. You went through a really bad divorce. You had to move for whatever reason. You chose to move. You had to move. You're starting over. It took you a while to find a job. Yada yada yada. Mm-hmm. However, again, I go back to what I said the first week. Who did y'all not pick? Because how did he get through?
Who was left?
Right, like how did he get through a vetting process? Sir, you are not ready to love because you got too much of a shit going on. You're not ready to love, sir. Because you said that you right now are renting a room. I don't think he's homeless, y'all. He's not unhoused, but he's renting a room. So he doesn't have a permanent residence. Like you don't have, like you're struggling financially right now. And it sounds like you don't even have a relationship with your family because you said your moms ain't even messing with you, which isn't our business. But something had to transpire for y'all to get to the point where your mom won't even help you out. And you're in a situation where you one step away from being on the streets. I mean, let's call a thing a thing. You're not homeless. But he said he was homeless at one point, and now he has a room. So again, I felt bad for him when he was telling his story, and I felt bad because he felt that rejection. Like I finally open up to somebody, I finally tell somebody what's going on, and then I feel like I got rejected because of it. I 100% felt like I did. I honestly felt for him in that moment. However, you should have never been casted on this show.
So I think I agree with all of your sentiments. Absolutely. For me, I know when I was out here actively dating, for me, I always felt away. And like you said, I guess it's different if you at a bar or somewhere like that. But even still, if you're really actively trying to pursue me, like, and I'm serious and I'm and I find out you have all these things going on, I don't take you seriously. I'm like, oh my God, that's not cute. Why wouldn't you, if you don't have your stuff together, how are you gonna come try to holler at me? And especially being on a show that's supposed to be about, no, we're not getting married, but we're trying to take the steps, we're trying to be intentional. And unfortunately, you can't be intentional when you got to take care of yourself.
That's it right there, being intentional. You're not, like, again, this show, like you said, this show is about looking for that long term. So you're not in a position to offer anybody anything. That doesn't mean you won't be. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. That doesn't mean you're a bad partner, because I don't know nothing about your past relationships. But you are not currently in that space. And that's not fair to anybody on the other side of that table that is looking for that, Tay or anybody else. And I don't think that Tay is wrong for taking a step back, saying, wait a minute, because at the end of the day, where I am in my life right now, I don't want that either. That doesn't mean that you're a bad person. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be a great partner for somebody else. But where I am in that moment right now, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Kenya, what Kenya just said is valid too. When she said, listen, him saying that he's, and I caught that too, Kenya, what him saying he's motivated by other people, that is a red flag as well. Why are you not self-motivated, sir? You're too old to wait on somebody to motivate you. So you mean to tell me the only time you're trying to do something with yourself is when you're in love? Nah, bruh. And maybe that goes back to why you and your mama ain't in a good place. Again, I don't know nothing about it. But maybe your mama is like, listen, maybe your mama has helped you before. Maybe this has been a pattern. You know what I mean? Again, I don't know, and I ain't trying to judge him or his situation. I don't, with his mama, I don't know nothing about it. But again, hey, what's up? Another round? Hey, boo.
Hey.
And again, I say that doesn't mean that I think he's a bad person, but why are you here? Harpo, who
this?
I don't understand.
Yep. And again, we still need to get our shirts together. What was it? What was the saying? Who else was left? What was it?
Right.
Who didn't get picked?
Who did y'all not pick? I still need, you know what?
I swear we need a reject. We need a reject episode.
Another round. Didn't they used to do like a casting special and they would show us some of the people that didn't get picked? I know they used to do a casting special and they would show us the people that did get picked, but did we ever find out who never got picked? At this point, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. At this point, I feel like we need not so much an all-star, but I think we need a who didn't get picked episode. Season. I think we need to go back through. We need to just pick like the top picks from all of the cities that didn't get picked, and do like the resort season. Put their asses on a resort for 2 weeks, and let's see what happens. Because at this point, I am so concerned about who y'all did not pick. Because if this was the best that Philly was offering, maybe y'all should have passed on Philly.
Look.
Because aren't they going to Chicago next? I remember seeing a casting for Chicago. Aren't they going to Chicago next?
No, I thought it was Detroit.
Maybe I should just double back. And you know the other thing? Oh, shit. My damn connection. Can you see me, hear me yet?
Yeah, I can see you.
It's stupid.
I can hear you.
I don't know what's wrong with my connection. It was better when I went out and came back in. Okay, it was better when I went out and came back in. You know the other thing that concerns me, and another round, you know this to be true as well. The other thing that concerns me is, they filmed 2 seasons at one time.
Right.
So the next season is if they're going to follow what they've been doing, the next season is Philly. So you mean to tell me we got 20 more people and this was the best y'all had? I'm confusion.
She said they do the casting, but we never seen who didn't get chosen. I think.
Oh, I got it.
Other city. Oh, I can agree. I think I absolutely agree with another round. I think that they do. Because we be finding out people don't even really live here. Like Miami, I felt like it was people that were from New York, and I was like, how does this make sense? But Kenya said they should have tossed this entire season. Y'all are so funny. Lock Queen said, I agree. Philly may not be the best city. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe it is Chicago, but I could have sworn the next city was going to be Detroit. So
it might have been Detroit. I don't get them mixed up. I know the difference between Detroit and Chicago, but a lot of times when somebody says Detroit, my mind I think Chicago. So it might be Detroit. Ooh. Oh, I should have told my niece to apply. I wonder if she would have. I don't know. Funny. She might be a little too introverted for this. I don't know if she would. I don't know how she would do with trying to date 10 people at one time. I think that would be overwhelming for her. I don't know.
Right. So then, so we basically got the whole rundown about Cisco and Tay. Then Tommy and his wife Jacqueline show up. He lets the men know that they're in control this week, and then we see how Rose is basically, or she just is like, oh, some connections are gonna get, make or break or whatever. It wasn't really, that serious. But what we did see is Cam and Rose are growing very close, even though last week, we had some back and forth because she want to pray over the meal, and he's not a very spiritual person, but he obliged. Look at Really B's face.
And so I have a question.
Yeah,
I have a question. Cam, sir, explain to me how you are just as into Rose as you are into The Earth is Flat. They are on two total opposite ends of the spectrum.
I think that's what I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's what he likes about it. I think that's what they like about it.
Then are you really attracted to her? Are you intrigued by her? Because again, that's two different things. I mean, is she just exciting because she's crazy and she could be tamed and da-da-da-da-da. No, she can't. That is the point. That is who she is. You cannot tame her. That is who she is. So the question is, do you just like the idea of playing around with her? Because hold on, this is what I was telling you about, Trees. Hold on.
Oh, okay, got it. No, but I absolutely understand what you're asking in chat. Y'all weigh in. Do y'all think Cam is really interested in Sahara like that? Or is this just is he just playing with her? Like Really B said, is he just intrigued? Because that does make sense. They are two totally different sides of the coin. Yet I think that both can be true at the same time. I think that maybe, because Sahara offers up something that's completely different, maybe that's why he I don't know. Y'all weigh in. Let me know what you think. Hey, Miss Gigi, good afternoon. Yes, who didn't get picked? Bringing men who have nothing and women who can't comb their hair. Rocky, or buy bras that fit. Deanna, poor casting for sure. Okay, Miss Gigi. Sahara is what he's used to, and Rose is what he needs. Ooh, I love that, Quake. Love that. Little baby said, Cam, like that ghetto-ish, and I think Rose is a challenge. Yes, agreed. But Philly is the city of love, right? That's what they say, man. Well, maybe it's brotherly love. Maybe they for real like love. You know what I'm saying? Kenya said, play with her. Okay. Another round said, question, are y'all streaming from both of y'all platforms? If so, can someone send the links to Tree's page so I can show love to you both? Oh, of course, another round. Thank you. I absolutely appreciate it. And yes, we are streaming from both channels. And I'm gonna put it in there as soon as I can. Little baby said, I think he's playing with her. Okay. Absolutely not. He is not into her. Okay, Ace. I think Cam is more into Sahara than Rose. Yeah, I don't know. I just really think, and I ain't gonna hold you. I guess because I really believe, I do think that Sahara could, use some dusting off, right? I absolutely think Sahara could use some dusting off. However, I do think there's something beautiful about her being able to be completely authentic and finding someone that's actually attracted to that. I ain't gonna hold you. There's supposed to be somebody for everybody. So a little piece, I don't know. Y'all know me. Again, Pisces. I'm a lover of love. Okay. I'm sensitive, all that, so I absolutely think it's a possibility that it could be cute. Look, Really B said no.
I just came in. My bad. I didn't hear what you were talking about. So my bad.
Basically basically you just came back in on the conversation that we left off. I was just seeing what the chat thought about Cam and Rose and Cam and Sahara, but so, and I was just saying that I think it's cute that Sahara can basically, even if she is a little different, even if the earth is flat, I think it's dope that she can be herself and find someone that accepts her and wants to,
Yeah, there's somebody for everybody. Absolutely. But again, I just think I'm just side-eyeing Cam, and then we'll get there. But even how he acted at the we'll get there in a minute. But I'm side-eyeing Cam because again, I just don't know how you are attracted to both with this level of intensity. And I'm just wondering. I don't know, but you already know how I feel about the whole Rose situation. Like, I don't think that's the best decision anyway, because I think that what Rose is looking for, I don't think Cam is going to give her. So,
Oh, no, Kenya. I like her. We'll get into that. I think he may like Sahara because she is literally the opposite of Rose. No, I'm reading her comment below. Sahara seems like his go-to type. Okay. And then she said, match Angie, pick me self with Cisco. She seems like the type to take care of a man. Don't do that. I like Angie, but I do kind of get some of like, I'll be whatever you need. What is it? Or whatever you like. Whatever you is definitely giving some, coming to America vibes. Anyway, so yeah, y'all. So then Angie and Hussein, I believe it is. Let me see if I can find them. Where they at? So as we know, Angie, this is who Kenya was just talking about. Beautiful girl, but yeah, she'll just do whatever. I feel like she tries to, in every scene that we see her, I can accommodate all your needs. If you want somebody that does this, I can do this. If you like somebody that does that, I can do, like, I don't know. That's the vibe that she gives me. So I guess you can call that kind of pick me energy, but that's what it gives. But anyway, so yeah, that's Angie and that's Hussein up there next. Okay. And apparently they're talking about his 6-year-old son, Dalen, who lives in Indiana. And he said that he's basically looking to, find a woman that he could, continue to build his family with. And of course she's like, oh, and yes, I can be that, again, that's just what she gives. And she's like, I'll have as many kids as, I can possibly have, whatever my uterus lets me have. And I was just like, girl, do you have anything that you want? Right. What about you? Then we see that Naim. Oh, okay. So this is the good part, y'all. This is the good meat and potatoes, right? So we see Rocky and Naim, okay? And, she decided that she needed to open herself up, y'all. So she decided to, lay a little poetry on him, get a little deep, get a little snap, okay? And so she gives this, I'm trying to think of what you would call this type. I mean, it was sensual poetry, obviously. And it was all about sex and, climaxing and all that other good stuff. And, she said other words.
Fellatio and,
Fellatio, right.
Not Raquel de la Ghetto.
That is funny. So I never want to piss on someone's, artistic work, right? Because, people are artists and they sensitive about their okay.
Right.
However, I do think in first meeting someone, I do understand her trying to open up, but I do think this is a bit much for opening up. Like if you didn't have no other pieces you could share that maybe wasn't as sensual, like you haven't even, I feel like if we ain't even talked about intimacy yet or discussed intimacy, how can I be out here reading you some, I don't know. I just feel like it's a little forward when, I don't know. Y'all drop in the comments. Let me know what you think. Cam can't give Rose what she needs.
My first question is, did he ask?
No, I don't think he asked. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we didn't see that. But I just, yeah.
I don't feel like he asked. I don't feel like he asked.
No, I think she was like, let me just drop this on you.
Here's the thing. Can we just be real for a second? Mm-hmm. And I think we had this conversation yesterday. I think we talked about this last week. I just don't see any real connections. None of the men are attracted to Rocky. I don't think any of them have a connection with Rocky. Let's start there. Somebody in the chat just asked, does Rose have any more connections? Not that we see. Now, we know that with Ready to Love, they edit certain things, so we don't always see all of the dates. And we find out later on that people was going on dates and all this other stuff was happening. But based on what we have seen, no, we have not seen Rose really connect with anyone else. The firefighter, we have not seen her. She sort of got lost in the day party, in the block party. We saw her, she was there obviously, but she didn't get any solo scenes, which makes me think that there was nothing.
I felt like she was talking to Eddie at one point. That's the one time she got.
Oh, you know what? I take that back. She did.
Yeah.
My bad.
You're right. But to your point, where did that come from? I mean, granted, we're supposed to be getting to know each other and mix and mingle, but that's a connection that I didn't see because I just, in my opinion, Eddie never gave me that he was into Deanna. Am I wrong, y'all? Am I wrong, chat? But
I didn't see anybody that showed any real interest in Deanna except for that when they went to the gym and old boy was talking to her. But even then, I think that's because she was there. Like they had to talk to each other, you know. We haven't seen her on any one-on-one dates. We really haven't seen, and I know she works a lot, but outside of that, have we seen her in any more of the group dates outside of the skating rink? I mean, we're on episode 5 at this point.
Yeah, that's true. That's a very good point. Good eye, really be. I didn't even think about that. Another round said Cam can't give Rose what she needs and wants. He knows it, but doing what men do in the world, holding her up from her actual person. Oh, I love that.
Absolutely.
Yes. I agree 100%. Kenya said Angie is thirsty to me. The bouquet thing, gifts for the son, asking Cam for his number. Let the man pursue. Okay, yes, Kenya. Yes, Raquel de la Ghetto. I really like that. I really like that. I'm sorry, y'all. Locke Queen said it was cringe AF. Okay.
You know where that's from, right, Trees? I gotta make sure y'all. You know I gotta make sure Trees know where it's from, child. You know where that's from, right, Trees? Oh,
where is it?
See,
Where is it?
I knew she. It's from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. When he was
okay. I know what you're talking.
When Jeffrey pretended to, when he told this lie about this famous poet, and then Jeffrey pretended to be him, and it was like
I know what you're talking about now.
Lord,
I didn't remember that was his name, but I know exact episode you're talking about. So yeah,
child, we're gonna help Trees, y'all. We're gonna help her. Help me
in this 39th year, y'all. I got a lot to learn before I hit 40. Okay. A said, I really just want.
Shout out to Trees, y'all. We had a good time celebrating her birthday last night. Y'all make sure y'all send some more birthday, some birthday chats. Birthdays in the chat, y'all. We had a good time celebrating her birthday. That was fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of sucky last night. That's why we up here at 3 o'clock.
You better clean that up so the people think we was having an orgy, child. Clean it up.
No, yeah, we had hibachi, y'all, and he was, even that might sound interesting, and he was spraying sake in our mouths. Okay,
so, right? Yeah, even that sounds a lot, right?
Right, it sounds interesting, but. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time.
The mobile hibachi come to her house. So the guy had us. Everything he did. We had to take a shot of sake, but he was giving us the shots of sake out of like super soakers and all. It was a situation. Yeah, so it was a lot of sake going on last night.
Yeah, a lot of sake. Yeah, y'all. Well, I'm sorry. I've got distracted. We was talking about that. Okay, so so we saw her share her poetry. And then Naim basically says that even after she shared that with him, he still feels like it's a little surface and he still don't really know nothing about her. And I think that's how most of the guys feel.
Want to know anything about her. He doesn't care to know anything about her.
I don't think so either. But, and this is going to sound so poor. And I understand that everybody goes through things, but I also kind of feel like to the point that the chat keeps making about Rocky and her upkeep. I just feel like if you don't put enough work into yourself to make yourself look like something, how is anybody else supposed to appreciate it or be attracted to? Like, if you don't.
The problem is, I think she thinks she is. Like, I think when she leaves the house, she think, yes, I did that. You know what I mean? Like, I think she thinks she is, though. I mean,
she thinks that she.
Chat, am I wrong? Don't y'all think that Rocky thinks she did that when she be walking out the house?
Oh God!
I think she thinks her hair is cute.
That's really. No, I honestly want to believe that it's like a mistake. She don't know. You know what I mean? Or maybe, she was out in the sun and then, the heat and the hair just
always be trying to help people. Always be trying to help people. She always be trying to help people, y'all.
Oh God.
Trees know what. Trees know. Trees know.
Oh God, y'all are funny. Not yes, I did that. Okay, so y'all agree she leaves the house thinking that she's looking okay. Oh God, y'all are funny. All right, so then basically, yeah, we see Deanna and Eddie for their small little scene. They're talking about what's his type. He says he wants somebody that's supportive, attentive, and understanding. Kiera and Jay are still going strong. They're supposed to be picking
such a bullshit answer. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody's getting, well, not nobody, but that is a bullshit answer. What's your type? No. Someone who's attentive and caring. That's bullshit. Like, we all want that. Who the fuck says I want a man that don't support me? Like, we all want that. Can you be more specific? Stop giving me the eHarmony answers. Let's get down and dirty. And it doesn't have to be sexual, but again, let's get real about that shit. And when you say supportive, tell me what that looks like for you. Because what a supportive partner for me, what that looks like for me may not be what that looks like for you. So even if you say, I want someone who's attentive, what does that mean to you? For example, last night, I'm not going to call any names, but last night at Teresa's house, there were a lot of couples there. And I watched how the different couples, because I'm a people watcher. I watched how the different couples interacted with each other, right? You had some couples that were making plates for each other. You had some couples that were making sure, oh, I already know what my man liked to drink. I'm going to get up and he looked like his beer is almost empty. I'm going to get him a beer. I saw men getting up.
That's hilarious. I know exactly who you're talking about when you said that,
right,
too.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I saw wives getting up and saying, oh, matter of fact, Teresa's significant other, baby, he didn't let that glass get halfway empty. Do you hear me? If he saw Teresa's glass get halfway empty, he went and got him some more wine. So what I'm saying is, what does supportive, what does attentive, what does that look like for you? So even if you give me that bullshit answer, now is the time for us to be like, and I feel like she should have pushed back. What does that mean? Just to say, I want someone who's caring and attentive. We all fucking want somebody caring and attentive. Like, who says I want to be ignored? Like, who does that?
Look, really be out here passionate this Sunday, y'all.
Because I just feel like, because this season is just lackluster. I don't feel like we have any, I don't feel like there were any real connections, but producers was like, well, we got to make a show. We got to make 10 episodes out of this bullshit. And I just feel like I feel like they dragged it.
Not we got to make 10 episodes out of this.
And maybe that's why it took so long for this season to come out, because maybe they didn't. Maybe they had to do some reshoots. Maybe they had to go back and I don't know, but it makes me wonder, is this why the season took so long to come out? Because y'all really didn't have nothing and y'all was trying to figure it out? Like, I don't know.
Oh, that's actually, I actually think that's a very good point. That's a very good point. And that could be what happened. Y'all, it's so funny. I need people around me to say what's going on with your hair. Deanna and Eddie talked on the first day as well. She was in his top. Okay, Lauren, I appreciate the reminder. Thank you.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest, I like Deanna, and which is why maybe that's why I'm focused on her, because I do like her. I like her energy. I ain't like how she was talking to Cam, but hell, the more I get to know Cam, the more I'm like,
Oh, you are so funny. That's true. That's true. Lock Queen says she still don't see no potential couples, and I think really B touched on that. There really isn't any. I mean, hard outside of, in my opinion, Kiera and Jay are probably like the strongest that we have right now. Is what it feels like. But anyway,
remind me, who is Kiera? See again. Jay. Oh yeah, the one that she's like, my man.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You Jay, Omar Epps, Jay.
Girl, you call that nigga Omar Epps one time.
And then you got Kiera. Which
is that the one that got the boyfriend in jail? Which one is the one that got the boyfriend in jail?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
the baby daddy in jail.
Yeah,
you know what? You know what? They perfect, because I feel like if the baby daddy show up acting stupid, I feel like Jay will handle it. So yeah,
I do feel that way. I do feel that way.
Your man, girl. Help him raise help him raise his 4 kids with your 3 kids, and y'all will be all right.
Right. So then
I know he don't have 4 kids, y'all. I know he has 2.
He has 2. He has 2. Yeah, and I think she has 2. So yeah, then we see Cisco. He decides to confide in Naim and let him know what's going on between him and Tay. And I ain't even gonna hold you. I really thought this was super sweet of Naim. I really enjoyed this scene and how he spoke life into this brother. Now, do I think that Naim should have told him, you know what, bro? I think he should have said the same things, but he should have added on to that And by the way, bruh, maybe you shouldn't be a part of this process right now. Maybe you really should focus on getting yourself together. But that doesn't mean that you aren't meant to find love or find your happiness. But maybe you need to find, get it together
And
for
he
yourself.
may have said that. They're not gonna put that on camera, child. But he may have said that. But I agree with you. I'm gonna be honest. I've really been, we've all been kind of giving Naim a hard time. But I'm gonna be honest with you. That moment did hit me. I ain't gonna hold you either. I did in that moment. That gave me a lot of respect for Naim in that moment, because I do appreciate what he said, and he did speak life into him, and that is what he needed to hear in that moment. But you're right. The caveat is he should have also told him, and you might need to go on and tell the producers that you're gonna step out of this. But of course, they can't say they would never show that on camera, even if he told him that. But I agree with you 100%. That definitely gave me a different level of respect for him. I 100% feel that way. I do. I really do.
Right. And just because I kind of forgot, another round, I dropped the link for our channel in there. So yes, if you please support, I appreciate you. Thank you. So yeah, no, I absolutely agree. But it was a sweet moment. Like I said, just to see two brothers. Like, I also think that a lot with these shows, it does, being around these people, and for the amount of weeks that you film, the 2 weeks, but you spend so much time filming, it does build a level of camaraderie and relationships and brotherhood and sisterhood. Because as we see a lot, at least I know from the DC cast, because I follow a lot of them are like still hang out in real life. Like,
a lot of them are still real cool. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and I think that's dope. I do think that's dope. So I think that, that is one piece that I do like of the show, that you may not leave with a relationship, but you may leave with a forever friendship. So yeah. So anyway, then we see Jay, he's telling Sahara, and we know Sahara, whatever, like she said, like the desert. Okay, but he's telling her that, she's an around the way girl, and he likes that. He said, he want extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair. Okay. Look, ReallyB said no. That's not what it gives. Okay. Cam starts to get a little jealous. Okay, when he sees this going on, and he's like, and production was like, are you a little jealous? And he was like, nah. But it was definitely given jealous. He says he's just aware, right? Okay, and so then we have Fritz.
But here's the thing: while you were literally sitting with a woman that had their arm around you, like Rose was literally draped on you while you watching somebody else getting jealous. I don't think that's what I'm waiting for. What time is it? Okay. Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Right. And honestly, I don't know.
Let me go check outside. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. But I don't know how Rose didn't feel away. And y'all drop in the comments to let me know what you think. But if I was Rose, I would have been like, you have to get up off of me. Because or I would have just excused myself. Because what I'm not going to do is, like she said, she had her arm wrapped around him. She was, kind of hanging on him. And he just turns around and, he too busy looking at what Sahara got going on. Y'all saw Sahara outside in the Philly streets with no shoes. Did she not? That ain't cute. That ain't cute at all. We don't do that. So yeah, then we see Fritz, and I don't know where this connection came from, y'all. So Fritz, as y'all know, he's pictured below. Fritz and Shanice. Okay, Shanice is gloves. That's my nickname for her, gloves. Okay, because that's when we first met her. She had the gloves on. Okay, so apparently she had sent him some type of prayer, and she said that, well, thank you for making me feel safe to do so, because apparently he sent her some affirmations, and now all of a sudden they just have this deep connection, right? And so and he he feels like things have been gradually progressing since the pool party, and basically he said that she gives him butterflies, and they even share a kiss. And I said, okay, all over some affirmations and Bible verses, but shout out to y'all, whatever. However, she doesn't want to ignore her connection with Cisco, okay? Because I think what we saw last episode when they were at the pool party, that they were talking about, their love for religion, and and Cisco said, I like whatever you like, is basically what his response is. But again, I guess they supposed to have a deep connection as well. What'd you say, Kenya? He knew that affirmation would have her wide open. Hey, I ain't even gonna hold you. That's my love language too. Affirm me, mention it. It don't take much, okay? C Golden says, Shanice, her fillers and fabrics bother me, and Fritz is not it. I absolutely agree, C Golden. Kenya said, you know how some Black women get behind religion. He knew where to take it. Kenya, I'm a sucker for it too. I admit it. Ace said, I can't with passport, bro. Shout out to Sakina. Oh, yeah. Shout out to her, because that's exactly what he gives, right? And no, I love Sakina. I think she got a birthday coming up. I forgot. I don't know the date, but I know she's another Pisces. That's another reason why I love her. And make sure y'all go and drop in. I believe I saw the T. His birthday live is next week as well. So yeah, y'all go over there and make sure y'all like his, like up his live, and send happy birthday wishes, and tell him I sent y'all over Pisces, from one Pisces to the next. Auntie Kim says Shanice dress is weird. Absolutely. So then finally we see Cisco. He runs into Tay. And I ain't even gonna hold you. He's basically kind of, I guess he's vulnerable with her. He lets her know that he's kind of hurt, that he feels some sort of distance ever since he opened up to her and shared his truth. And so Tay admits that, like, yeah, that kind of scared me, because I'm looking for love. That's why I'm on this show. I'm looking for stability. That's why I'm on this show, right? And so, but however, he's just like, and I am gonna focus on doing better. And so, she's in the confessional talking about his lack of, stability is a concern for her. However, she's still open to moving forward. And I said, girl, it is. And this is what Really B was talking about in the beginning. It is okay I always believe you can have the right person, but if the timing is off, it don't mean shit. Okay. And to me, this is a perfect example of Cisco could absolutely be her person, but the timing is not right for them to be together. It absolutely is not. Go ahead.
I apologize, y'all. I keep stepping away because I'm waiting for roadside assistance. I had a flat tire. So I apologize that that's what's going on. So they're out there now. So I may have to step away again. But I may have missed. Did I miss where you talked about the situation with Cooley and that dude?
I think they're coming up next, or maybe I skipped over them because
I'm out of order. Okay, so then we're talking about Fritz and this situation. So here I think we see the difference in how Fritz acts when he's interested in somebody versus when he's not. He's clearly interested in this woman, which is why she got affirmations and she got different texts, like the cut and paste. It's clearly him just going through the motions, right?
Right.
And I think this is a lesson to learn, women. Like, if you get the inkling that he's not interested, he's probably not. Like, if you feel like it's cut and paste, or for a fact that it's cut and paste, then it's probably not. I honestly feel like this whole conversation with Cisco, I think this was production led. I think her whole I think her initial feeling is what her initial feeling was, and I think she still feels that way. But I think production was kind of like, all right, we need y'all to have this conversation, yada yada yada. Like, I really feel like that was very much a production type thing, because they are one of the only connections that we have right now. You know what I mean?
Well, here's my thing. Did anybody else feel away when she started? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't know if this was just good on cue. Maybe that girl went to acting school. I don't know. But was anybody confused by the tears and her being emotional behind the I don't know. And like you said, it might have been a production thing, but I was just like, is it that serious? Are you that moved and touched by the fact that, and again, maybe she really could be, maybe it really is bothersome to her because she feels like this could be her person, but she's realizing that, yeah, this is not the right time to try to be with him or pursue a relationship.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think maybe maybe they really did have some intense feelings. Again, remember on this show, they, even though they ain't really supposed to do stuff when they not filming, we know that they do. You know,
Right.
who knows what types of game he was running with the conversations. Maybe they have gone out and spent time together. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, I do. And I mean, maybe it was point blank. You know, maybe she was just point blank mad that she had to film that damn scene. I don't know. But I do think I think they really do like each other, but I do think that she has a valid concern about where he is, where his stability lies. I think that's valid.
Right. No, I agree. And yeah, Kenya, I was laughing because yeah, you was calling out all my girl. I be ignoring the red flags. They get me with the affirmations. They get me with the religion. They get me all the time. Don't let a man say he loved Jesus, child. Don't take much, unfortunately. but yeah, y'all. So
I had to get one together a few weeks ago, and he didn't know what to do with his cell trees. I had to let him know, sir, you don't really like me. You're not really interested in dating me, and I don't even understand why you keep calling me.
Oh, you better tell him.
All right, I'll be right back. Here I come.
Oh, okay, got you. Go ahead. I'm gonna go to the next scene while you All right, y'all. So let me come back up here. So we see Fritz, Rocky, and Cam. They're sitting around talking, and basically he says that he's never had, I guess, as many women as when at the pool party in the same kitchen before. And so Rocky questions, well, is that what you're into? Oh, so you like, multiple women, because Coley has clearly went amongst the women and spread this narrative that he might be interested in a poly lifestyle. And so, yeah, he admits that he's intrigued with it. But no, he has no plans on bringing multiple women home to introduce them to his mother or nothing like that. So then Rocky says that, she's very territorial and she doesn't like to share. And it was so crazy to me because this was said multiple times, one by her and one by Sahara. And I was thinking to myself, y'all are putting it out there like you're not into it, but he's not really that into you. So you saying, oh, I'm not willing to share. Well, guess what? He don't even want you to be one of the whatever.
I have a problem with this whole scenario, right? Because this shit clearly came from Coley. She's clearly told the rest of the girls what she found, and they've turned it into this whole thing. First of all, like I said last week, I don't think it's that damn serious based on what you follow on social media. People follow all kinds of crazy shit. The man told you last week that he was not interested in poly, that wasn't what he was, that wasn't his thing. That, yeah, I mean, he was interested in, knowing about it or whatever. Like, he followed it because he found it interesting, but he is not interested in being in a poly relationship. Then Rocky brings it up, and it's almost like she can't take his answer as his answer. He told her no, and she keeps going and going and going. Well, I'm territorial, and I don't play that, and I don't like to share. I mean, if you poly, just say you poly. If you poly, just say you poly. And it's like, have y'all found more information other than him following some hashtags? Because if you have, y'all need to tell us. But if not, let that shit go. And then it comes up again. I mean, I know we haven't gotten there yet, but then it comes up again. And I'm like, clearly the women have gotten together and have had a whole conversation about this. But my thing is, when you ask somebody a question and they say no, why is that not good enough? Like, why do we keep having to? Because Rocky was really getting on my nerves. Because even if he was interested in Rocky, that would have turned me off. Because she just kept going and going and going. And I'm like, at what point are you going to be like, oh, okay.
Right. And I agree, little baby. I agree. I don't understand Rocky going on a rant when they're not even connecting. And that's why I was just like, and she, like I said, her and Sahara did it. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, y'all. So basically, once they move past that, we know Fritz no longer sees it for Rocky. Then Coley, here we go. Now, this is the scene that I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know if it was production, and I really want y'all thoughts. If you thought Coley was drunk, in this scene, give me a 1 in the chat. If you don't think she was drunk, give me a 2. But for whatever reason, and it could be editing, but her vibe, how she was slurring her words, how she was all over him and she could barely keep her eyes open, it just gave me, and honestly, that's why I think he didn't want to kiss her. I think that, how sometimes somebody being like sloppy drunk, and even if they're coming on to you, that's not attractive. Especially I can see for a male, And it's like, oh, so you got a couple drinks in it, you and now you a little loose. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what I'm not trying to put that on her. I'm just saying I think that that's maybe how Eddie could have received it. But anyway, yes, we see her try to kiss him. He rejects it, and she walks off, and it's like, oh, F this, and she's all upset. And yeah, looking like Felicia. Not Felicia. Now that I know who you're talking about from Friday. Yes, I know who you're talking about, Felicia.
I do think Coley was drunk, but I'm not going to give her an excuse.
Okay, let's get into it really big. Go ahead. You said you're not going to give her excuse?
I'm not. And I think that Coley should have been sent home. I think production should have sent Coley home. What I want everybody to do is I want everybody to flip that situation, and I want you to turn it around, and I want you to make it the man being that aggressive, getting in a woman's face. She literally put her lips on that man's mouth after he repeatedly told her no. He had to physically push her away. I want y'all to flip that and pretend like that was him getting in her face. That was him forcing her to kiss him. That was him not taking no for an answer. And then when she finally did put her foot down and say, absolutely not, she walked off cussing him out. I want y'all to flip that and make that a man-woman versus a woman-man. Coley should have been, at the very least, we should have seen a scene with production, Tommy, somebody telling her that's not okay.
Right.
Because let's call a thing a thing. And I'm not even trying to be hyperbolic at this point. That is sexual assault. What she did to him technically could constitute as sexual assault. She put him in a position where he could not get away. She had her weight balanced on his legs. So the only way he could have gotten away from her was to physically push past her at that point, right?
Right.
How many times did he say no? How many times did he tell her no? And then she got in his face, and if I'm wrong, y'all correct me, but I'm almost certain that her lips made contact with his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
That is sexual assault. Imagine if that were a man doing that to a woman.
Right.
And we wouldn't accept, oh, he was drunk as an excuse. That wouldn't be an excuse.
I agree. And Kenya, yes. Coley definitely gives me that vibe that she, and I don't like to, because I hate when people assume that about, like me, like, oh, and there's not anything deeper, like I'm not smart, like but she absolutely gives me that vibe. And again, it's surface, it's what I'm looking at as a viewer. She absolutely gives me the vibe that she lives off pretty privilege, and all she has to do is just kind of be pretty, and she's probably lived her life that way. She's probably hasn't had to try too hard. And I mean, like I said, I hate putting that on her, but that's what she's giving off. That's what comes across the screen, right? Lil Baby said, that's why I believe she's going home at the top of next episode. Okay. I think, I don't know now, to Really B's point, I think that it should be addressed. And I hope when they do send her home, or when Eddie does have a conversation with her, because I think it was him that was paired up or is supposed to deliver the news to her. I hope that he does say that to her, or we get some more backstory on, like, look, I really wasn't comfortable. Hopefully there was a conversation had, but I think she's going home. I was
surprised to see her at the bottom. So you're right, Lil Baby. Maybe that's the case, because I was surprised when I saw her. I was like, I don't remember her name even coming up. So I was surprised to see her at the bottom.
Right. So yeah, I don't know. So I guess, I think she's going to go home anyway, just because there's no real connections. And like I said, she's just sliding by because she's cute. But there's no other connection. I think if it's up to me, I would think her and Rocky need to go home. But I done forgot already who was in the bottom. So anyway, yeah. So
it was her, Rocky, and the Earth is Flat.
Oh, and Sahara, right? Because Sahara's always in the bottom, unfortunately. So then Tommy returns, and
she thinks the Earth is flat.
Right. So then Tommy returns, and then we start playing this game to test the connections and how well they know the men. I mean, really, only thing that I picked up from this scene, if y'all want to drop in the chat anything that was, explosive to you guys, but Naim had sex in a funeral home, which I'm looking at him sideways. Angie, and basically Angie and Sahara win the challenge, and so they get to go on a one-on-one date with the man of their choice. And so I believe Angie is going to go out with Hussein, and Sahara is picking Fritz, which I was so confused about.
Which was done. I don't understand this. This had to be production because this made absolutely no sense whatsoever.
No sense whatsoever. No sense whatsoever. Oh, look, Ace said, I hope she does go home. I'm tired of that, her in that side ponytail. Don't do that.
Child, you and me both.
Chuck, hey everybody. Oh yes, but thank you for coming, Chuck. Sorry, look, catch the replay.
Hey, Chuck Boo.
Auntie, she doesn't even try to fix herself up. Sloppy ponytail, but she looked cute at the going away dinner. Yeah, she did. They all said Coley was just surface level, right, Lauren? Right. So yeah, y'all. So that's pretty much that. Then we see the next scene. Sahara has invited Fritz out, like we said, and as me and Really B said, it was the stupidest thing. She feels that he's disingenuous. Yes, I said what I said. She feels that he is disingenuous. I didn't create that word. Sahara did, okay? He's so even Fritz is surprised, and he was like, well, why the hell am I here? He said he doesn't even see a friendship, much less a relationship with Sahara.
Right. And like, why? Right. That was so stupid. Because it seemed like she was clicking with Cam and it was somebody else. Why are you wasting energy? Like, why do you keep going back to Fritz? Like, what is that about?
Right. When we already saw a scene where she said, I feel like you copy and paste and whatever. So I don't know if this was just, like you said, a production situation where they're just setting this up so she can call him out and create some drama. But we already seen at the gym that clearly there was a problem with communication.
Zero
and
chemistry.
At that point, right. And at that point, we should have just moved on. But anyway, so basically he said that he's looking for a woman that could travel the world with him. And then she brings up the poly conversation because she's heard things, i.e. Coley. And then, ask him about his connections. And he said he realizes that he needs to take this basically opportunity serious. And admits that he's just been playing, which Sahara said, did she been clock this? And a lot of her and all the other ladies know that he's not really serious. Okay. And Fritz basically doesn't like the way that she's coming at him and, says basically there's no relationship, there's no friendship. And now, if anything, he got a bullseye, a target on Sahara because he really, really don't see it for her now. And I feel like they just both going to keep coming for each other. I think this is what this is going to turn into. Look, Really be said, and look, she wasted that day.
That whole situation was stupid. It was just a waste. It was a, first of all, it was an insult to our intelligence as viewers, because in no real situation should she have picked him for this type of an intimate one-on-one date. There's no situation where that should have been her pick. And again, if production was really concerned about people really, they would have told her, no, ma'am, you're not picking him. Like they would have been like, no,
like that doesn't make any sense. I think production told them to go on that date again to nowhere. Right. Auntie Kim said Fritz don't like her. Why is she forcing herself on him? Right. That's why, like I said, I have to call a thing a thing. I definitely think it's production. Kenya said so. She was the one who chose him for the date and not production. That reflects low emotional intelligence on Sahara's part. If that is true.
Well, when they played the game, that's what they said. They said a one-on-one date by the person of your choice. So, and she said, I chose Fritz because da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah, I think behind the scenes was really production, but I mean, for the show purposes, they want us to believe that she voluntarily chose him. And I'm just like, if she did, that was a waste of everything. Just everything.
Right. Little baby said, I should have been on a date with Cam so we could see why he likes her flat earth. No, yes, she should have been on a date with Cam so we could see why he is interested in these flat earth ideologies. Absolutely. Absolutely. So then we get into our girl, Angie. Like I said, I love Angie, but she takes Hussein out for the sound bath, which I'm a very, very big fan of. And so, they said how peaceful it was. And then afterwards they're talking and she decides that she's going to gift him a gift for his son, because again, I guess their connection is based off parenting because they're both parents. And I guess she has a son as well. So yeah, she gives him a little keychain and says, he can carry it with him so he can always, he can feel like his dad is with him all the time. And Hussein that thinks that's very sweet, it's very considerate. And so obviously, he feels like the chemistry is boiling. You know what I'm saying? They in the kitchen, they trying to cook. They trying to cook. Look, I'm waiting to see what Really B got to say. So yeah, what do y'all think about this connection with Angie and Hussein? Because I thought it was her and Eddie, but it seems like that's her. Those are her top two. So I can't even be mad at her for this particular choice. But what are your thoughts, Really B? She said she don't get.
It was cute or whatever.
She said it was cute or whatever. Hey, hugs and kisses. Her. See, Golden. I ain't seen one man present any of these women with anything. That part. Kenya said Angie is trying to strengthen her odds. She is just going after everybody. Okay, so maybe she's playing the long game. She's like, as long as somebody is interested in me, regardless of who it be, as long as I keep getting picked. But anyway, so yeah, we see the men deliberate in the vault, right? So obviously we know that the top are Tay, Deanna, Kiera, Angie, Shanice, Rose, and Cam. Cam picks Sahara. And basically he admits that that's his little wild card. Okay. He likes that, he likes her feistiness, right? So then we get into who's in the bottom. We see Fritz. He leans over and asks one of them, or basically he says to one of the guys, like, oh, help me get Sahara out of here. Which, in my opinion, I don't know why that was able to happen and Tommy not interrupt and just shut everything down. Like, that's not how we do it.
I don't think is that what he's saying?
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
Sahara out of here?
Yes, he said, help me get Sahara out of here. Am I wrong, chat? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
Hey, Abby.
Okay. What up, Abby? I heard him say Sahara's out of here, but I didn't know he said help me get her out of here. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Little baby, I guess they're cooking grilled cheeses. You funny. I was shocked at Tommy not saying nothing. Right, Lock Queen. Right. And yeah, Miss Bay thinks that, yep, he did say that. So
okay. Yeah, I think that's fucked up.
Right.
Yeah, see, I didn't hear him say that part. I heard him say Sahara's out of here. I did not hear him say help me get Sahara out of here. But if that's what he said, okay, Abby said that's what he said. Okay. Well, if that's that's what he said, then I'm gonna go with what y'all said.
Yeah, no, that's why Cam was so upset, because it was like, it's one thing for you not to like her, but you trying to rally these men on your side. And even though the thing about it is, I think Fritz didn't even really have to say that, because everybody has said the same thing collectively the last 2 episodes, or since we've met them, that she is giving homegirl. She's just a little too feisty for most of the men there. But the fact that he made it publicly known and is trying to encourage other people to, I guess, sway their vote, yeah, it didn't look good, because either way, I feel like she's going to end up going home, and probably Cam is just going to end up leaving the show with her, because he's the only one interested in her.
Ciao.
But anyway, so yeah, y'all. So basically, yeah. So Hussein says that Coley gives a representative. Cam says there's no substance. Eddie didn't like how she pushed up on him. The majority named Rocky, and Fritz named Sahara and calls her a loose cannon. Eddie said he doesn't like the Hood Girl Act. Fritz said he's celebrating the fact that most of the men want her gone. And that's when Cam calls him out for targeting her. And Cisco actually co-signs it and says, yeah, man, that's exactly what you were doing. And so Fritz basically thinks Cam feels away because he's coming for his little piece or whatever. And so Tommy interrupts, and, Cam says they all know Fritz isn't there for the right reason. And, he tells them, look, y'all work this out, figure it out. And it's going to be a double elimination. So we got to get rid of 2 women, which, like I said, it should be Coley and Rocky, in my opinion. And so, yeah, we see Cam.
So, I agree.
Yeah. And so Cam is going to invite Sahara out to deliver the news, which I think, obviously, because there's still a connection there. There's no reason to keep Coley and Rocky unless Eddie wants to give her another chance. And I don't think that's in the cards. So, yeah, we'll see. They left us on a cliffhanger, but I don't know why, because I think we already know what's going to happen. But y'all let me know. Y'all drop, continue to drop down the comments.
Well, the other thing that I have a problem with, Well, the other thing I have a problem with as well is the one thing that and I know it happens every season, but I thought it was so blatant that the minute Cam sat down with Sahara, the first thing out her mouth was, "So I heard y'all was fighting over me. What's going on?" Which means again, people are talking about what's happening at deliberation.
I caught that too. I clocked that too. I said, "Oh, so somebody been running their mouth even after Tommy made it clear." And I think that's why they always make it a point to like accentuate that scene when he always tells them what happens here stays here, because every season we see somebody break the code. Very good point.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Coley and Rocky, because I agree with what you're saying, Abby. I think they keep Sahara for the drama factor of it all, at least for another episode or two. I think they keep Sahara. I think, I told y'all how I feel about Coley and why I think Coley should be eliminated off rip. And then Rocky just there's no connection. There's just nothing.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Abby. Hugs and kisses. I think Cam's sexy self will end up with Sahara, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Hey, DeMarcus. How's it going, boo? Kenya said, question, who is the most attractive, desirable man on the show? For me, Eddie. I think Eddie's handsome. That he would naturally be my type of aesthetic. Really, B? Who do you think anybody on the show is attractive?
If I had to choose one, who was that guy? The one that
well, let me go to my pictures. Is it Cisco?
No, not at all.
You said no. It's not Omar?
Who is girl? Absolutely not. Who's the one that when they were doing the questions that said he tossed salads and everybody act like they were so disgusted by it, knowing half of them do it too.
Who are we talking? Naim?
Let me see. No, hell no.
Oh, okay.
The one, not Hussein. Who's the other one that got like the one that went to the African school?
Oh, Khalil. Yes, he is handsome.
Yeah,
if
I had to choose one, it would be Khalil. But in all reality, probably none of them.
You are so funny. I forgot about Khalil. Khalil is absolutely. Hussein is absolutely handsome, beautiful. In the words of, I forgot it was Angie. Yeah, he is absolutely beautiful. Sahara has one more guy interested in her, or at least a few guys are cool with her. True, but at a certain point, you skirting by on being a friend, ain't gonna last but for too long.
As long as she thinks the earth is flat, I just can't with her. I just can't.
You just can't see it for her. I get it. Abby said, they be pillow talking about what happens in the vault. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
La Queen said it's Cam for her. Okay. C Golden said Khalil as well. Are there any more men in the back? Abby, really be keep asking who didn't make the cut. That's what we really want to know.
And normally when Abby said who was in the back, but I'm definitely 100% with her on this one. I'm like, who didn't make it? Because if this is what we got, who didn't make it?
Right. Quake said Hussein and Khalil. Okay. Kenya said Khalil for some reason. Okay. Khalil is getting a lot of love out here. All right. I guess that's the top choice. Little baby said Naim is cute before he starts running down his family tree. Was that part? He is. I do think Naim is handsome. I will fall for a man bun real quick. Auntie Kim said, Auntie, and you know what's so funny? Because I hate to say it. The only reason why I can't look at Naim as like any other dude with a man bun, because I don't know, for some reason, he reminds me of the guy from Detroit. With the man bun.
He does remind me of the guy.
Yeah, and for some reason I can't unsee it. And it's like, so I'm not like super, super attracted just because he reminds me of him. Kenya said too early in the season.
You got
okay. Thank you, DeMarcus. Thank you. Happy belated birthday, Trees. I hope you enjoyed your day. We absolutely did. We did. If you guys have not signed up to become part of the Sip and Shade in the City membership, please do so, because I definitely will be putting that up. All the festivities behind the members only, so y'all can see all the activities and goings on of last night.
And you can see what happened with the sucky.
That's sake. Okay, but thank you so much for the chat, DeMarcus. Eddie, but his personality is blah. I honestly kind of felt that way too. That's why I was a little hesitant to say it, because Eddie gives me another one that he's just not saying that he's not smart. I think that he probably is, but I don't like, he's just cute. But I don't know.
I think that's what it is with him. I think he's got the Coley syndrome. I think he's gotten away with just being cute, and he hasn't had to really.
Okay, I agree. Naim looked like he need to go back in the oven for another 15 minutes at 350 degrees. You are stupid, Abby. You are a fool. Lock Queen said, laugh as though he looks so undercooked. Y'all are terrible. Y'all know it's Sunday, right? Y'all do know that, right? Kenya
oh my
said,
gosh, y'all are terrible.
Right. Kenya said, yes, that salad toss thing took me over the top. I missed that. When whoever said they was tossing, said I missed that. Chindy said
they bleeped out a lot of the question because of I guess, but I mean, you can read through you can read between the lines and know what he was saying. Because he said only if it's clean. And he was like, I don't understand why everybody's so shocked by it. And I'm saying the same thing, because have y'all do it. Stop playing.
Right. The man on Kingston Avenue didn't make the cut at this point. You're funny. Hugs and Kisses said, happy birthday. Thank you, boo. Lock Queen said, oh, you're saying he's dull. Yeah, I could see that. I saw that Eddie may live with his baby mama. Oh, Lord. Did he?
I thought the baby mama lived in Indiana.
No, Indiana? That's Hussein.
Oh,
I ain't even gonna hold you, Nori. You teaching me something. I don't remember Eddie saying he had a kid. I don't think he had any kids. And now maybe I missed it. Maybe I'm forgetting something in episode 1. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't remember Eddie saying anything about kids. So this is news to me. Y'all let me know in the chat. Abby said, I want to know what was the subject of the prayer to their private parts. I think well, that's true.
He said she gave affirmations, right? How you affirm?
Yeah, he said I guess she said it is big, it is strong, that's what it gives. Oh, Lord. You know what they say, if you can believe it, you can achieve it, and he was able to achieve it. So yeah. Eddie has a daughter, I believe. Okay, thank you, C Golden. I completely missed that. He said he has a daughter. Okay, little baby, thank y'all for keeping me correct. All right, thank you, Quake. I'm weak. I'm just saying. Skating by on looks. I didn't know that Eddie had a baby mama. Right, Auntie Kim, but if you don't know, now you know. She brought it to life, he said, speaking. Oh, yeah, basically. It is bad. I don't even remember what Eddie looked like. Let me remind you, girl. Let me remind you, because Eddie is handsome, okay? Eddie is a looker. He is a looker, okay? And you know what it is? I think, too, I'm really into, like, beards now, too. So it's just giving the kind of cute little curly with the beard. It's giving, y'all. Look, all he got to do is give me an affirmation or two. You know what I'm saying? Tell me he read the Bible every week, and boy, Jesus. Okay.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad Treese ain't in these streets, y'all. I would be so worried about her.
I am too, girl.
If Treese was out here dating y'all, I would be so worried about her. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'd be so worried.
As you should be. As you should be. Oh, the fake Rick Fox. Yeah. And you know it's so funny, Abby? Rick Fox is like up there for me in men that are like I'm attracted to type. So that's hilarious that you compared him to
Rick Fox. I've known Rick Fox since when he played for UNC, and I used to love me some Rick Fox when he played for UNC. Oh my goodness.
Oh, see, I got on him in the Lakers, the Lakers days. That's before he even got on the game and did all that.
Yeah, I remember his college days.
But yeah, y'all. So yeah, we appreciate y'all being with us this good old Sunday afternoon. If y'all have not already, please make sure that you go like up both videos for both channels, please. Shade in the City as well as Really Be TV Reviews. And yeah, y'all. Make sure that you're following us, you're subscribed to both channels, and make sure y'all got your notification bells on so you know when we come and see you dropping new episodes, or we have a situation like today where, you know, we had a long night last night, so we had to reschedule. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we lost the hour, so that didn't help either.
Yeah, and it didn't help that we lost the hour. So yeah. But yeah, no, we really appreciate y'all. We thank you, and we will catch you next week for episode 6 of the Ready to Love. Y'all have a good one. Have a safe week and be blessed.
Bye.
Bye.